So we're going to do a little time at the start and the end with some meditation. So if there's anything you know that you want to sit on during meditation, feel free to grab it and have it handy. Otherwise, you can just be seated on the floor, shin bones or cross-legged. And so we'll start in a seat. And we've got, I'm not going to draw too much attention to the fact that this is my last virtual class for now, simply because I can skew on the emotional side, and not that that's a bad thing, but you know, there's a lot that goes with that. So we're on the crown chakra, Sahasrara chakra, the seventh one at the very top of the head. And one of the access points to this chakra is through meditation. It's our right to know this chakra. So in your seat, let your hands come to rest somewhere in the lap. Give yourself some time to wiggle and adjust and just find a nice long spine. And while all of our chakras exist separately, they also mingle with each other, and they go through their process of development with influence from one another. So this seventh chakra at the very top, I think it's one that develops throughout the course of our whole life, but I think it's really developed through the building and expansion and growth of each chakra that lies beneath it. Truly like the foundation. So if we look at it and frame it through that perspective, this last chakra is kind of loosely defined as like the enlightenment chakra, the bliss chakra, the chakra that is responsible for our connection away from our body and into something greater, something bigger. So think of your breath starting at your very first chakra, your root, and filling up through there, all the way up the spinal cord and winding up at the very top like a spout just above the head. And as you exhale, imagine that you're pulling energy down through that seventh chakra, all the way through the spinal cord, through that first chakra and into the earth like an anchor. And the inhale is pulling energy up from that anchor through the first chakra, through the spinal cord, all the way up and out of the head. And the exhale is pulling it right back down. Just continue with that visual and that intent to breathe really smoothly and imagine that energy flowing really evenly through every single chakra. One of our access points for this seventh chakra is through simple meditation, just being. Before we actually add movement tonight, we'll spend a few moments in silence together. Rather than trying to solve anything or change anything, you simply spend these moments of silence, following your thoughts, becoming very intimate with the way that your brain works. Another 3 cycles of breath here. Welcome to keep your eyes closed or draw them open. Just take a couple neck circles. So moving your head off to one side, and it doesn't have to be super structured, just really exploring the movement of your head and your neck. Feeling free to pause at any particular point on any space that feels like it needs a little extra. Haven't yet, reverse it and take that a couple times the other way. Whatever you need to do in order to instill balance between your sides. Neutralize your head and your neck. Relax your shoulders down and out of your ears. And draw your eyes open if they're still closed. And let's shift to tabletop. Remove any props you have. And in that transition, if you're following along with music and you want to hit play on that first track, you can go ahead and hit play. And in tabletop, give yourself some time to move. So it doesn't so much matter if it's cat-cows, if it's visiting child's pose, moving your ribs side to side. You look at the location of this 7th chakra, it's right above the crown of the head, a little disconnected from the body. You can think of this time in a physical way as doing what we feel called to do. Not necessarily putting a lot of logic or explanation to it, but when we get into a posture, if the mood strikes you to add a little movement, to express it in a different way, just let that be today. And then eventually, let's shift into child's pose. So you can gather the big toes, separate the knees, and sink back. The arms and the head rest down, and just come back to that state of the breath. We can challenge the breath throughout the course of the class with every single pose we're in to flow smoothly through all chakras. Let's see if that can just create this energetic shift of balance. Energize your arms so you can feel your elbows lift and the fingers step forward. And as you look toward your hands, just slide your way down to your belly. Untuck the toes once you're there. And the inhale, lift your chest up, just roll the shoulders down and out of the ears. Pick up the crown of the head. And then breathe out and release your chest all the way back down to the earth. And we'll take that again in Cobra on the inhale. Rise up through the heart, slide the collarbones apart from each other. And breathe out and release all the way back down. And one more time, inhale, pick up the heart, broaden the chest. As you exhale, back to down dog, tuck your toes and send your hips all the way up to the sky. Let the crown of the head fully dangle. Like any residual noise from your day can start to spill out of that space. Clearing a little bit of room to be fully present and immersed in the now. As you inhale, shift yourself forward to high plank position. Again, feeling the crown of the head just stretch forward, the heels stretch backward. As you breathe out, back to down dog. Lift your hips, relax your head down. And take that again, use your inhale to ripple forward. Move your chest through your shoulders, high plank. Exhale, tilt your hips all the way up and back, downward facing dog. One more time, inhale, glide forward, find your plank. Exhale, send your hips all the way up and back. Pause for the breath in, and then really take your time walking your feet forward to the front of your mat, just exploring the feet as you make that slow journey. When you get to the top, take the feet hip distance. You can even go a little bit wider. Ragdoll over the legs. Clasp opposite elbows or just let them dangle. Put a little sway side to side in the body, like you're just this big elephant trunk, just hanging heavy over the legs. Feeling your weight drift a little side to side. And slow your movement, steady the torso, grip down into the feet super evenly, and let the fingertips rest down toward the earth. Bone by bone, taking your time, roll yourself up to stand so that your head is the very last thing to rise. And then when you get to that full standing shape, relax the shoulders down and feel the crown of the head once again rise up. Like it could even float you off the ground. There's so much emphasis on the lifting up. Inhale, circle your arms all the way to the sky. Exhale, place your hands together at the center of the heart. Then close your eyes for a moment and just feel your feet pressing into the ground. Wake up the muscles of your legs. And then send your tailbone to the ground and just try to find a neutral pelvis and engaged abdominals. And as the shoulders once again slip out of the ears, broaden the chest, level your chin with the earth. So we're truly standing at attention here. We're standing with emphasis and engagement. Draw your eyes open, relax your arms down. Inhale, circle them all the way back up. Exhale, dive forward over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway, lengthen through the spine. Plant your palms to the earth. Exhale, high plank position, step backwards. Find a shift of your weight forward and the lower down, nice and slow, either pausing halfway or coming to the belly. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, send your hips all the way up and back. Downward facing dog. And relax the head fully. Breathe with intention. Inhale, shift your eyes forward toward your hands. Exhale, step or hop all the way up to meet them. Breathe in halfway for length. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, your arms for the sky, rise all the way. Exhale, your palms together at your heart in Tadasana. We'll take it again. Inhale, float your arms up, just traditional sun egg. Exhale, dive forward over your legs. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, high plank, make your way back. Shift forward and lower down, hug the elbows in. Breathe in, raise your heart, slide the shoulders down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full deep breath. Let it go. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in, look forward. Exhale, step or hop all the way to the top. Breath in, halfway. Breath out, forward fold. Inhale your arms to the sky, rising up. Dive right back down, exhale, hinge forward. We'll take one more Sunday. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step or hop to bent elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Just a full breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or jump. Breathe in halfway. Breathe out, forward fold. Inhale your arms overhead, rising up tall. We'll stay standing, exhale the hands together at the heart. Feet together on the ground, bend your knees. Hi, Michelle, inhale, chair pose. Stretch your arms forward and up. We're going right to sun B. Exhale, dive forward over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop, chaturanga. You can always remove these chaturangas if you'd like, and just head to down dog. From down dog, step your right foot forward to meet your hands. Spin your left heel flat to the earth. Face forward, inhale, float your arms all the way up to the sky. Warrior one. Spin into the outer edge of that back left foot. Sink forward and down into the front right knee. And then as the ribs pull into the body, you just think of getting the sides of the waist a little bit longer. You might even look up toward the hands, see them come a little closer together or even unite with each other. On the exhale, release your hands down, step the right foot back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, raise your heart. Exhale, hips to the sky. Left foot forward, spin the right heel flat. Inhale, lift your arms all the way up, warrior one. And this right inner thigh is trying to roll to the back of your mat as you sink forward and down into that front left knee. And then it's just like the whole upper body's ironed out, getting nice and long and tall. You got that crown of the head, that seventh chakra extending straight up between the hands. Option to look up, see the hands come closer together. Take a full breath. Exhale, release your hands down, chaturanga, lower down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Down dog, and just steady here. Just some easy breathing. Simple breath with simple shapes. Inhale, shift your eyes forward. Exhale, step or hop to meet your hands. Breathe in, come halfway up. Breathe out, take your fold. Draw your feet to touch, bend your knees, inhale, chair pose, take your arms forward and up. Rise all the way to stand, exhale, hands to the heart. Same thing, rebend your knees, inhale, float your arms forward, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Breathe in halfway, Ardha. Exhale, chaturanga, step or hop. Breathe into your back bend. On the same exhale that brings you to down dog, step the right foot forward. Back heel grounds, one inhale to rise up, warrior one. Exhale all the way down, chaturanga. Next breath in, Picks up the heart, up dog. Exhale, down dog, left foot steps. Right heel flat, inhale, rise. Warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe in, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Full breath. Let it out. Inhale. Exhale. One more cycle, full deep inhale. All the way out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, journey to the top of your space. Breath in, lengthen halfway. Breath out, forward fold. Feet to touch, bend your knees, inhale, chair pose, take your arms up. Rise all the way to stand, exhale your hands to your heart. Bend your knees once again, inhale, chair pose. On the exhale, crow pose, plant your palms to the earth, slide your knees onto the upper arms. Look forward, round your spine, shift your weight to your finger pads. See if the heels can hug up and in toward your bottom. Firm everything into the midline. Hug your elbows in, hug your knees toward each other. Zip your navel up toward your spine. Ooh. Step or shoot straight back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot steps. Warrior one, inhale, lift the arms up. Right to warrior two as you exhale, and just maneuver the feet, heel to arch, maybe a slightly longer stance. Steady your eyes to your right middle finger, broaden the right knee, wide to the right. Lengthen that back left leg. Inhale all the way. Exhale all the way. Right knee stays bent. On the inhale, reverse your warrior there just for the moment. Exhale, side angle. Either take your right elbow to your thigh or fingertips to the inner outside of the foot. Reach the left arm over the ear. Extend your side angle. Face your palm to the ground. Press into the outer edge of that back left foot. And then roll your heart up to the sky. Let it be broad and spacious. Carry on here just for the inhale. Look to the ground, exhale, lower the left hand, spin to the left toes, and raise your right arm to the sky, twist to the right. Give yourself a full deep breath. On the exhale, lower the right hand, set your left knee onto the ground. Scoot your right knee back to meet it. Plant your palms pretty close to your knees, so they're kind of behind your shoulders. Tuck your chin to your chest, put the very top of the head, that seventh chakra, right down on the ground, so you can see your fingertips. Lift the shoulders out of the ears, tuck your toes, raise your knees. You might take one knee at a time onto the triceps, hold here, or start to extend your legs straight up to the sky, tripod headstand. Hug the elbows in. Energetically lift your shoulder heads out of your ears. Super important to keep that neck strong. The traps engaged. And now if you want to practice shooting to chaturanga from here, we're going to start by both legs lowering down halfway. Hold. Your arms are already in chaturanga, so as you shoot your toes back, we want the head to lift before your feet touch down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot steps. Spin the right heel down. Inhale, rise. Warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Heel to arch in the feet. That slight maneuvering of the feet might be necessary to arrive in your space. And then once you're there, can you just be there? Not worrying about getting anywhere else. Solving it, fixing it, adjusting it. We're just in it. One more chance to inflate the lungs all the way. Let it go. Then breathe in, reverse your warrior just for the moment. We're gonna keep all that length in that left side. Reach forward, tilt down, find your side angle. Extend it with that right arm all the way forward over the ear. Use that left arm to encourage your left knee to go wider to the left. Roll the right hip back in space. Roll the left side of the chest up to the sky. Find the breath. Inhale, simply look down. Exhale, lower the right hand, spin to the right toes, and raise the left arm, twist to the left. Big reach out of that left hand. Firm up your back right leg. And take another deep breath here. Look down, exhale, lower the left hand, set the right knee down, slide the left knee back to meet it. Take your elbows to the ground this time and lace the fingers together. Tuck the toes, the elbows are right under the shoulders. Lift your hips up and back, dolphin pose. Reach your heart straight back to your thighs. So the head is dangling, it's hovering. We've got space for that seventh chakra right between the top of the head and your mat. Envision that little swirling orb of your right to know, your right to connect beyond you and with whatever else is out there, whatever it is you believe and have faith in. That seventh chakra is your liaison. Still here, still breathing, just building a little heat through that shoulder space. Give yourself one more deep breath. On the exhale, walk your feet back, find forearm plank position, hold it there. Shoulders are on top of the elbows, the legs are long and strong. Firm up through the low belly. Just choose to breathe, that's it. Simple inhale, simple exhale. Two more. Release your hips all the way down to the ground, untuck your toes. Take your hands behind you now, interlace the fingers together. Stretch the knuckles back, inhale, lift the chest. Keep the tops of the feet anchored down. So we're worrying just about the upper body for now. Think of those muscles alongside the spine. Those are what are working to help create this extension and lift. Keep the chest lifted, release the hands, put them next to the chest, right to cobra on the inhale. Lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one, inhale, float your arms up. Exhale, warrior two, heel to arch. Reverse, take a big breath in, sweep back. Exhale, side angle, take it forward. Breathe in, look down. Exhale, lower the left hand, send the right arm high to inhale, find your twist. As you exhale, lower the right hand down and now crawl both hands forward and lift your left leg up and into the air. Now, rather than a standing split, keep pulling your heart forward. We're moving toward a warrior three, so keep firming that left leg. As you're ready, let the hands come together at the heart, lift the torso up, pull out of that right hip crease, extend the heart forward and the left heel back. And take the sway out of the low back, really firm up and in through that low belly space. We're pulling the left knee into the chest now, bring it all the way up to balance, inhale, lift the arms up, flex the left ankle. Exhale, take a twist to the left. Right hand connects, left arm reaches back. If you want to grip the outside edge of the left foot and extend your leg, feel free to adjust the expression of your pose. And then re-bend your left knee. Face forward, inhale, lift both arms up. Exhale, lower the left foot next to the right, chair pose, bend your knees, sink the hips back. Take a breath in. On the exhale, second round of crow with the option to take it into our tripod headstand from here. So once you're up in your crow, feet are together, everything's hugging into the midline. You're gonna slowly dip your shoulders down toward the floor. At the last moment, tuck the chin, land on the top of the head. Lift the shoulders out of the ears. Maybe the legs lift up to the sky. Option from here, lower the legs partway down, hike it into that L shape. Shoot it straight back, chaturanga, head lifts before the feet. Breathe in, puff the chest. Exhale, down dog, step the left foot through. Spin the right heel down, inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Breathe in, reverse your shape. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, just look down. Exhale, lower the right hand, lift the left arm. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, lower the left hand, crawl the fingers forward, launch your right leg into the sky. Now this right leg in the air, firm it up. As you're ready, steady the eyes, pull the hands together at the heart, and then lift out of that left hip crease. Lift the chest up and away from the ground. Firm into that left heel, press out of the right heel. And then a little bend in that left knee as you pull the right knee in and rise up to balance. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, left hand for the outside of the right knee. Reach the right arm back. Or again, you might hold the outside of the right foot and extend that right leg forward. Locate the breath. Rebend the right knee if you straightened it. Face forward. Inhale. Lift your arms up and overhead. Exhale, chair pose, feet together, bend your knees. Sink the hips. Take a full breath. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Halfway to breathe in, lengthen out. Exhale, chaturanga, step or hop. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, your hips up and back. Step the right foot forward, go right to warrior two, spiraling open to the left. And this time, straighten the front leg. Inhale, reverse triangle, stretch to the back of the room. Keep that right leg long, reach forward through the right arm, full triangle pose, taking the right hand to the shin, the ankle, the floor. Take those top left ribs, melt them into the body, and keep rolling that left hip backwards. Roll the bottom right shoulder out of the ear. Left hand to the left hip. Look down at your right big toe. Bend your right knee. Half moon, crawl the right hand forward and lift your left leg up and into the air. And then realign that left arm to reach up. Energize that lifted left leg. As you gaze down to the ground, lower the left hand to the floor. Once again, square the left hip. Set up for warrior three. Pull the hands together. Suction the torso up and away from the earth. Pull the left knee into the chest. Inhale, lift the left knee up toward the chest. Lift your arms to the sky. Hold here. The left leg's gonna go on top of the right leg, eagle pose. So the left arm goes under the right arm, eagle arms. Hug your elbows and arms together, hug your thighs together. Roll both inner thighs down to the ground. And really focus on the shoulders here. So as the forearms press forward, we're trying to find that broadening across the back of the shoulders. That pulling apart of the shoulder blades. Then unwind your arms. Inhale, lift your fingertips up. Pull the left knee back to the chest. Step your left toes way far back to a high lunge. Hold for the inhale. Then exhale your hands to the ground and your left knee to the ground. Shoot your right leg straight back behind you. Hover it above the floor. Put the hands under the shoulders. And then left arm forward. Take a breath in to pull the limbs apart. Exhale, elbow and knee together, round the spine. Inhale, stretch it long. Exhale, elbow and knee together. Inhale, grow long. Exhale, contract. 2 more, breathe in. Stay out of that right shoulder, exhale. 1 more time, inhale. Exhale. And then arm and leg long, just for the moment, and then release down to tabletop. Take your elbows to the ground, lace the fingers. When you lace the fingers, tuck that bottom pinky in so that the pinkies are flush, the pinkies are flat on the ground. Tuck your chin, put the very back of the head against the heels of the hands. So now the crown of the head is down, 7th chakra is down. Lift the shoulders out of the ears, tuck your toes, lift your knees, walk your feet in close. See how close you can get your feet in toward your elbows, how high you can get your hips up. Hold and breathe. Hold and breathe. We're not going anywhere else. Shoulders are out of the ears. And then tiptoe your feet back. Rest your knees down, lift your head up. Woo, press it to the hands. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Warrior 2, ground the right heel, cartwheel to the right. Straighten the left leg. Inhale, reverse up and back. Keep that left leg long. Exhale, reach forward and tilt down, triangle pose. You might need a slightly shorter stance between the feet. Both shoulders slide out of the ears. Roll the right hip back. Notice your breath. Take your right hand to your right hip, look down. Bend your left knee, crawl the left hand forward and raise the right leg, raise the right arm, half moon. Ardha Chandrasana, firm up that lifted right leg, spread the toes. Hold the crown of the head forward and reach so high out of those right fingertips that you feel your left hand get lighter. Look down to the ground, lower the right hand, square your right hip. So all 5 right toes point down. Pull your hands together at your heart, warrior 3. Lift out of that left hip crease, stretch the heart forward. And then pull the right knee into the chest. Inhale, rise all the way up. Lift your arms up. Eagle pose, cross the right thigh over. Wrap the right arm under. And then lift the elbows up and away from the chest. Press the forearms forward. Find that broad upper back. When we head toward our headstand with the forearms down, we want this space turned on. We want to be aware of our shoulders and what they're doing. So here, draw the shoulders down and out of the ears. When we're upside down, feels a little different because we're In a different orientation, the shoulders lift away from the floor. As you unwind your arms, inhale, lift the fingers up, lift the right knee. Exhale, big step to high lunge. And just hold there for the inhale, find your footing. Exhale, your hands to the earth and your right knee to the earth. And we'll shoot that left leg straight back to hover. Hands under shoulders. We also need our core in our headstand. So as you send your right arm forward, take a breath in. Exhale, elbow and knee together, firing up abdominals. Inhale, straighten the arm and leg. Exhale, elbow and knee. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, contract. Round the spine. 2 more times, inhale. Out of that left shoulder, exhale. 1 more time, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, straighten the arm and leg, and then release down to tabletop. Okay, so we're gonna work our way toward headstands. If you know, coming upside down, feel free to head into it. The way we did it last time, when we laced the fingers, the hands are together, but they're not like death gripping together. That's gonna help keep your wrists straight, top to bottom, elbows under shoulders. The way we did it last time was we tucked the chin, put the back of the head against the heels of the hands, lifted the shoulders, lifted the knees, and we walked it in close. And now from here, the tendency is to lift a leg and kind of hop into it, but I prefer that we pull your right knee into your chest, tuck your heel to your bottom, and then look at your left toes, lean to the very tips of the left toes, so much so that you then might be able to tuck your left heel into your bottom too. And so this way we're entering it through core. And then you can slowly start to straighten the legs up to the sky. Alternatively, you could try piking into the pose. So 2 legs straight. So as you tiptoe in, you lean your hips back to try to hover the toes and straighten the legs. The shoulders are out of the ears. Pressing so firmly into the forearms. It's like 80% of the weight in the forearms, 20% in the head. All our chakras lined up, swirling balls of energy to create this long straight line. So nice, you guys. To exit, you can go 1 leg slowly at a time or try piking your legs down like we did to prep for tripod 2, chaturanga. Good, and then just rest your head down, let your arms stretch back to the rear of the mat. If you want to keep playing with that, you want to spend more time in headstand, please feel free. If you're on the recording, you can just hit pause and take a moment. Otherwise, if you're here in this child's pose with the arms back, rock your weight a little side to side. Feel a rolling of your forehead left to right on the ground. And then stretch the arms forward. Come on up to down dog. So an ideal counter pose because your head is just dangling here between the arms. So really take the effort out of the neck. Shake your head left and right, up and down. And then a slow tiptoe forward, feet to the front of the mat. Take your feet about shoulder width distance and then lace the hands at the back of the head. And just use the hands to weight your head down gently. Shoulders out of ears. Bend your knees a lot. So we're not worrying about the hamstrings right now. We're just trying to decompress the cervical spine. Relax your fingertips down to the ground. Draw your heart forward, lengthen the spine out. Bend your right knee and lift your left arm up to the ceiling. Twist. You're right. Yep, left arm to the sky. Release the left arm down, bend your left knee. Inhale, lift your right arm. Release the right hand down. Bend your knees. Come onto your bottom. Take the soles of your feet together. Take your feet a little further away from your hips. Round your spine and take your forehead down toward your feet. The hands could clasp around the toes or they could just rest out in front of you. Slow your breathing down. Let your head be the last thing to rise as you realign your spine back upright. Press your feet flat to the earth. Take your hands behind you. Reverse table as you inhale, lift your hips up. Stretch your chin off your chest. Press into the hands. Press into the feet. Relax your hips all the way back down. Straighten your right leg out. Keep your left knee bent, but step your foot across your right leg. Take the left hand behind you. Inhale, lift your right arm up. And exhale to twist to the left. Use that left hand to press into the floor. See if you can sit taller. Feel that crown of the head rising up. Your right foot is active, toes are alive. Sit a little taller as you breathe in. And twist a little further as you breathe out. And then unwind back through center and switch your legs. Take the right hand behind you. Inhale, lift your left arm. Flex the left foot. Exhale, twist to the right. The chest lift, the crown of the head lift, and that right shoulder slide down and out of the right ear. And as you inhale, sit a little taller, and we'll just hold on the exhale. Just a little further. Unwind through the center. And as promised, we'll come into a seat for some meditation. So feel free to prop up in any particular way. If you're following along with music and you'd rather turn the volume down, turn it off, feel free to find some quiet if that's helpful. Wherever you landed in your seat, doesn't so much matter. Just try to anchor down into whatever's connected to your prop or to the earth. Relinquishing any sort of holding or engagement. And kind of the opposite in the upper body. Sit so long and so tall, that strong lift out of the crown of the head. For these few moments before Shavasana, we're just following the flow of the breath through every single chakra. So initiate your inhales at your roots. Feel them travel up the spinal cord and all the way out of the crown. Your exhale to pull back down through the crown, through the spinal cord, and into your root, your seat. Following that rhythm and that vision of super smooth pathways, unobstructed, untethered, unblocked. If you prefer to remain seated and in meditation upright, please feel free to stay here. If you prefer to spend your last few moments in a more traditional Shavasana, please make your way onto your back as you're ready. your breath start to deepen again. Rock your head side to side, or put a little movement into your fingers and toes. Take any other movement that would feel good on your back. Just in this transition out of your practice and into the rest of your day. And we'll eventually wind up seated. So once you are upright, let's join your hands together at your heart. Excuse me. Let your forehead bow in the direction of your hands. Oh, just bowing, acknowledgement and gratitude to yourself for showing up, to each other for being here together and creating this community during some of the wildest years, probably of all our lives. It takes something to continuously show up and commit. With so much honor, so much gratitude, and so much love. Namaste. All right, I've had so many endings and beginnings, I think I'm becoming more immune to them. No tears for me today. I don't know what will come next, but I am so appreciative of all of you being along for the ride. So just an endless thank you, because it got me through. Not that we're through, but through the book. I'm going to stop recording.